Turn on the volume first. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Coffee and a Card with Bird's Nest Designs. My name is Denise Cox, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Archerville, Saskatchewan. I am so excited to kick off this Wednesday morning with you with a little bit of fun crafting, creating an adorable card with the Darling Dinos bundle. Last night, we did our weekly video on Tuesday night, and we made a super sweet card with that stamp as well. So we're going to use the same group of products, being the Darling Dinos bundle and the Toadstool Gardens Designer Series paper, which I have right here, which is one of the free options for celebration. We're going to use those two again combined to make a really cute card this morning. So this was last night's card. If you missed it, you can go back and catch the replay. Today we're going to continue playing with the Darling Dinos and make a super sweet card. Again, another birthday card. So I hope you're excited to be here this morning. I've got my coffee, and we're going to start the day off with coffee and a card. For anybody out there who is, good morning, Sonia. Hi, Joan. For anybody out there who has ever thought about becoming a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, whether you just want to save money on your favorite hobby, or you want to maybe have a little side hustle, or maybe you want to try and build a big business with it. Tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm hosting a free Zoom call for anyone in Canada who fits that description of wanting to know more about the starter kit and about being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So it's going to be, like I said, a free Zoom call. There was a, good morning, Jody. There was a link to register for that event on my email I sent out yesterday. So if you aren't on the email or you didn't get it, reach out to me and I'll make sure you get that. It's just kind of like an ask me anything about being a demonstrator and the starter kit kind of night. And I want to invite you to join in. There's no obligation. Just come and get the information you need. And then if you choose to join our Birds Nest Stampers, great. And if you decide it's not for you, that's totally cool too. There will be door prizes for anybody who attends and asks questions. So door prize entry, I should say. So let me know if you haven't got that email and you'd like to join in, please reach out. All right, so again, that class will be Thursday, January 16th at 7:30 Central Standard Time. All righty, are you guys ready to do some stamping? Make sure to click those thumbs up and the hearts if you like today's video. If you haven't already subscribed or followed my channels, please do. And share the video. Thank you, Sonia, for sharing, so that more of our friends can find us and come stamp. Okay, are we ready to get to stamping? Let me just switch this, turn on the lamp. All right. Okay, so we are playing with Darling Dinos, one of my very favorite products from the mini catalog. And we're pairing it up again with the Toadstool Gardens Celebration Designer Series paper. Again, another one of my very favorites. I love all the pinks and the purples and all the fun things, fun colors, fun images. I just love this paper. Thank you for sharing, Joan. All right, it looks like we have viewers from Facebook, but not YouTube. So I'm just gonna really quickly just have a little check that I'm over there on YouTube is working. Because the other day I had an issue and it wasn't. So just bear with me. If you're on YouTube and you're watching, send me a message so we know we're live. And technology. Technology is always a learning curve. So yes, it appears I am live over there as well. Okay, awesome. Alrighty, so here we go. Sorry about that little interruption. All right, so Darling Dinos and Toadstool Gardens. So today I have pre-cut my dinosaurs, and we're going to use the silicone mat to stamp on top of these images. Now I did cut out. Wouldn't that be amazing, Joan, if this paper got added to the new catalog? I know, I love it. So I've cut out 2 of the images I need just in case my stamping doesn't go quite as planned. You never know, right? Okay, so the colors we're using today, we've got Balmy Blue with this Fresh Freesia designer paper. This is from the Toadstool Gardens. I've also got a little bit of Azure Afternoon and then some basic white. So we're going to have fun with this one. And these are the colors we're going to use for coloring our dinosaurs. And today we're going to use some of the bits and bobs from the stamp set. We're going to be using the party hat, the balloon, and a few of the sentiments here. So it's going to be a really fun morning. So grab your coffee, join us, and let's get stamping. So the first thing I'm going to do is stamp my dinosaurs. So we're going to use I believe this is a Tyrannosaurus Rex, although he is so cute. Good morning, Tina. Tina's watching over on YouTube. Welcome, friend. Okay, so let's ink up this T-Rex, as adorable as he is, and we're going to stamp him on our already cut out image. So you can always stamp and then cut out, or you can do like I do and cut it out and then stamp it. When they're photopolymer, this works really well. Okay, so I'm pretty pleased with the way that turned out, so we're no need to re-stamp him. And then, so we'll save this for another day. And then I'm going to grab the party hat and we're going to stamp that as well. So if you're new to watching my channel, the silicone mat behind serves two purposes. One, it makes the white paper really easy to see when you're lining up your stamp. And two, it has a texture, like I guess it's a texture to it, that your paper won't slide around. So that's why I like to have my silicone mat underneath when I'm stamping. My other tip is I like to have the stamps on a bigger than needed block, so I can see all the way around to make sure that it's good. Now that one's not terrible, but I'm just going to try again and see if I can get it lined up just a wee bit better. It's always harder when I'm doing this on video, you know? All eyes on me. Okay. It doesn't look much different, so we'll go with the first one. Good morning, Dawn. No worries, Tina. I'm glad you were able to join us. Okay, now we've got those guys done. So we'll set them up there. On our blue Azure Afternoon, we're going to again use Memento. And we're going to stamp Happy Birthday. I don't use this color very much. How about you guys? It's a really pretty, bright, cheerful color, but I don't know why. I don't seem to use it very often. It looks really nice with this combination though, don't you think? Okay, so Happy Birthday is there. And now we're going to close that up for a minute and we're going to pull in some basic white paper. So this piece here, let me make sure I have the right one. Yeah, so this one's 3.5 by 3.5. We're not going to use that one. It's a good thing I checked. This one is 3.25 by 3.25. This is the one that we want to stamp on. So we're going to take our Fresh Freesia ink pad. Let me just move this down a little bit. I use Balmy Blue more too, Joan. I agree. And not because it's not a nice color, this Azure Afternoon. Just, I don't know. It's kind of like Pacific Point. I never used that one very often either before they retired it. Maybe I'm just not drawn to bright blue. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to ink up our blending brush with some Fresh Freesia. And I'm just going to get the majority, like the initial like blob off of there. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to blend some of this Fresh Freesia along the bottom portion of our 3.25 square piece of basic white. And we don't need, I think that looks good. We just want a little bit of color on there just to give it like that little pop. So Fresh Freesia with the blending brush, that's how we got that. And then I'm going to bring in my Azure Afternoon. I'm not even sure how to say that word. Okay, so we've got that, and we're also going to need our black. So this stamp right here is so cute. So if you see it here, it says Roar Means, and then there's a space, and then it says In Dinosaur. So it's intended that you can take these different sentiments, excuse me, and put them in between there. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take our Roar Means In Dinosaur. We're going to stamp Roar in Azure Afternoon. And we're going to stamp Means in Dinosaur in black. And then we're going to take our Happy Birthday and we're going to slip it in between those gaps. Okay, so let's start with the black. And I'm going to just line it up on the edge of the pad. Can you guys see what I'm doing there? And I'm just going to ink up those bottom words. Okay, So being very careful that the ink doesn't get onto the roar. And if it does, you can just wipe it off with a tissue or a cloth. And then I'm going to come over here using the edge of my ink pad, and I'm going to ink up roar with the Azure. Now you could also do these with Stampin' Up markers, but this way is the way I'm choosing to do it today. Okay, so once you have that all inked, then we're going to come over here and we're going to stamp it over top of where we blended. Good morning, Gail. Nice to see you. Okay, so now we have our roar means in Dinosaur. All right, so we are done with our blue ink. So we'll put that off to the side. And now we're going to stamp a balloon. So we're going to have our dinosaur. He's going to kind of be hanging out over here, and we want a balloon coming up behind him. So what I want to do is take my balloon string. So the balloon and the string are separate stamps. Hi, Crystal from Iowa. Welcome. We're going to take the string, okay, and there's no difference as to which side you want, top or bottom. I'm just making sure mine's nice and inked. And then I want to kind of position it so that the balloon is going to come up from behind my dino. So once I know where I want it, then I'm going to try and squeak him out of there and put this down. Okay, like that. And then we can come back in with our balloon top and we can stick that on top of our string. Okay, so now we have our balloon. Now we're going to do some fun coloring. So here's all the bits and bobs we need for this one. We're going to color our balloon first, and that one, hi Christina. I am feeling better today, not 100%, but better than yesterday. Absolutely. Thank you for asking. Okay, so we're going to take our fresh freesia and we're going to color in this balloon. This one is the light. Okay. And then we'll grab the dark and we'll just do a little bit of highlights. Just to kind of finish this balloon off. Now, if we wanted to, we could get fancy and we could take our color lifter and we could add the little lighter blob right there. Like, you know how it's most balloons you see when you see them in cartoons and such, they always have that one highlight. I also adore these dinos, Christina. They're so cute. Okay, now this piece is now completed for the time being. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our, remember I said this was 3 1/4 square. This one is 3 1/2 square. So we're going to attach it with bumpets. Okay, so we're just going to do a little bit of white on white for this background. Ruthie said, oh, yes, you do need to order them, I think. Yes, they're so, so cute. They make the most adorable card. Okay. All right, so now we have that layered up on there. Now, do you see how that just kind of frames in and pulls your eye to the color here? So we're going to put that off to the side. And now we'll color our dino and our little party hat. So I'm going to use pumpkin pie for his little hat. And as I was saying yesterday in the video, I never would have thought to put pumpkin pie and fresh freesia together. It just wouldn't have been something I thought of. But it's in the paper, the designer paper, and it looks so good together. And so yesterday and today we're using that combination. Okay, so then we're switching to just the light, and I'm just coloring the stripes on this party hat. Okay, that one's done. Now for the dinosaur, I'm going to use Azure Afternoon, Balmy Blue, and Granny Apple Green. So let's start with our Balmy Blue. And I'm going to make our dino that color. Remember, it's dinosaurs and we can have fun and they're magical and they're all the little things, right? So we can color them whatever color we want. And these guys are so cute and whimsical that any color so far that I have tried has looked amazing with them. So you could color your dinosaurs blue, green, you could color them pink, you could color them whatever. Right. So yesterday our dinosaur was fresh freesia, purple and green. Today he's going to be blue and green. Such a cute image. Okay. All right, so there is the base of our dino, and then we'll come in with our dark balmy blue, and we'll just add a bit of highlights. Outline him a little bit to kind of pop it. And I know I'm getting in some of the white spots, and that's okay because we're going to color over those too, so it'll all blend together. I do apologize that when I'm coloring, my camera is on the wrong side for coloring, I guess. It just kind of hides behind my hand. Okay. He is so sweet. This guy, I think this might be, no, I was going to say this one might be my favorite dinosaur image in the set, but I don't know if that's true. I think they're all three really, really cute. So I can't say that. They're very, very cute. All right, so let's turn to Granny Apple Green, and we'll color the little spots on his neck and back here. And his belly. And then we'll pull in the Granny Apple Green darker one so that we can add just a little bit of highlights there. Okay. And then we'll switch to Azure Afternoon, and we'll color in his spikies here. And I think we will color his toenails this dark blue as well, or darker blue. Okay. Now, isn't he adorable? I think these little guys are so cute. So we'll just add just a little bit of color, darker color, just to the edge. Just like that. Maybe a little bit on his nails here. There's very small spaces, so I'm not going to get carried away. Okay, there is our adorable dino, all colored. Isn't he cute? Okay, and the little party hat. So now we'll bring all our pieces in and we'll assemble our card. So we can get rid of our silicone mat right now. This is Balmy Blue, just a standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and I seem to have attracted some bump it backs here. So we'll fold that in half. And with my bone folder, I'll just make sure that's nice and crisp. Okay, so then we're going to take our piece of designer series paper, which is 2 7/8 by 5.5, and we're using the adorable striped fresh freesia. Now on the back is the pink mushroom. So don't, if you're one of those people who doesn't like to cover up a pretty side, don't even pay any attention to this. Pretend that you don't like it and it's just not your favorite pattern at all. And we're just going to stick it, we're going to add that adhesive on there and stick it down. Okay, so there we go. We're hiding those mushrooms. Nobody will know how cute the backside is. Okay, now this piece here that we did the blending on, that's going to go on top and centered on the card. Oh, look at this. Well, you guys can't see that, but my dog, I locked them out of here again today because they were being a little bit pesky. They kept jumping up at my desk, so I locked them out and he's just opened the door. Okay, so now we have Roar Means in Dinosaur. So we're going to add our happy birthday. Now this piece is too long, but I did that intentionally because I just wanted to make sure it was long enough. So you do want to make sure that it is 3/8 of an inch wide. Otherwise, it's going to cover your other words. So we'll just trim that off. And then this is going to go on with some mini bumpets. My coffee's getting cold. I think I need to stop and have a little sip of that. Okay. What a great way to start off the day. Don't you guys agree? With a little bit of coffee and cards, some crafting together. All right, so happy birthday goes right in there like that. Okay. Hi, Kathy. Hello, Sherry. Welcome. So now we're going to take our dino and we're going to stick him on. My gosh, so cute, this little guy. And we'll just add one at the bottom like that. Okay, so we've got 3 on there. And then we can put him on. We can twist him a little bit so that the balloon is coming up from behind like we intended, right? So there's our little dino. And then our party hat. So when I stamp this, I have a much larger white space here than I do on the other side. So I'm just going to take my paper snips and just quickly trim some of that off. Just because it will bother me. Maybe even a little just off the bottom, but you don't have to be this particular. This just might be a Denise thing. Okay, there we are. Now, with a mini bumpet, we'll pop this guy right near the top. So as far up the hat as you can without the bumpet sticking out from the sides. And then we'll put the little hat over top of him like that. Oh my goodness, you guys, how cute is this? I love it. Okay, so for the inside, we're going to do some stamping, of course, because we don't want the inside to be naked. So we're going to stamp You're Terrific. So Roar means happy birthday in Dinosaur. You're Terrific, which is so cute. So I'm going to stamp that over towards the right-hand side. Okay, and then we're going to add another balloon off here to the side. So there's our string and our balloon. And then we'll give that a quick color because we don't want to have a uncolored balloon inside. You could change this up and color whatever you want, but I like it when the inside coordinates nicely with the outside. So because that one was fresh freesia, I'm going to do the same for this one. And we'll just color in that balloon real quick. Should we be fancy with this one too with a little white spot? Why not? We have the marker right here. We'll just add a little bit in there. I don't even know if you guys, oh yeah, you can probably see that in the camera, hey? How it just kind of takes that color out. So that's going to go on the inside. And then we'll add some bling. I'm so glad you like it, Ruthie. And yes, I don't think you will be disappointed if you order these dinos. They are so sweet. Okay, so there's the inside of our card. There's the front. Now we're going to add some bling. So yesterday we made this fun card. Where did I put it? Here it is, under my silicone mat. So we made this fun card yesterday. If you missed that video, go on back and watch the replay. It's so cute. And we used the Sunny Days iridescent dots on here. So we're going to use the same. We're using the same product. So if you got these products, you could make both of these cards. So let's go ahead and add some bling. We're going to use the blue ones, or the pool party ones, on this guy. And we want a small, I think just a small one down there would be nice. Down here or down here? Let's put it there. Okay, so to make both of these cards, I use the Darling Dinos bundle, which is $55.75 here in Canada. And I use the iridescent Sunny Dots. Those are also in the mini catalog. And then I paired it with the Celebration Toadstool Gardens Designer Series paper. So you could put an order together to get this paper, and you could make both of these cards. So I hope you guys like them. Let me know which one is your preference. Which one do you like better, or do you just love them both like I do? And the inside of this one, if you missed yesterday's video, is really cute too. So we have that on the inside of that one. And here's the inside of this one. So these would make super cute cards for anyone. Somebody yesterday had asked if it was just meant for kids or how we felt about sending them to an adult. And my response was, well, I'm an adult and my birthday's next month and I would adore getting a dinosaur card. So that's my response. What do you guys think about that? Alrighty, so thank you so much for joining me for Coffee and a Card this morning. I hope that you've enjoyed the dinosaur cards so far. I do have a few more to share with you this week. I hope to be live tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. as well, to do another Coffee and Cards episode with you using these amazing Darling Dinos. And I hope to see you back here tomorrow, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, for another episode. All right, have a wonderful day, you guys. And I will hope to see you tomorrow. Cheers.